Ladies and gentlemen, this is 10 million Zulu Warriors. And if we're having Zulu Warriors, I think you know what battle we're playing. The Battle of Rorke's Drift, with 4,000 Redcoats defending Rorke's Drift here against the Zulu Warriors that are going to be death charging them. Now, I've never used the Zulu Warriors in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, so I don't know how strong they are. However, I highly doubt that 10 million of them are going to fail at capturing Rorke's Drift, or else we'll have one of the biggest upsets in history right alongside the Battle of Rorke's Drift. So the first of the Redcoats, there we go, start to fire away. Now these are earlier versions of Redcoats here. We don't have the Zulu Wars versions, which are a little bit later on in history, but you know what? This is close enough. In Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, if someone wanted to go ahead and mod some of the Rorke's Drift Redcoats, that would be incredible. However, with just 4,000 of these boyos, I'm hoping that they'll at least get 10,000 kills. That would be fantastic. Here we go. Zulu Warriors getting very, very close here. They're not quite getting any kills just yet, but more of them swarm inward and the Redcoat line begins to get destroyed. So, once the Zulu Warriors, let's be honest, completely win this one, unless a miracle happens, then we're going to go ahead and buff the Redcoat lines. We're going to give them some cannons and all sorts of other fun weaponry of the time period to try and defend Rorke's Drift again against 10 million Zulu Warriors. Either way, right now, the Zulus are completely swarming them, not quite at all sides, but it's about to be, as the final angle here gets swarmed by more and more of these brave warriors who are taking extreme losses, but still it doesn't matter when you have an entire field of them ready to come and help out a little bit. Let's check it out. Okay, so they actually only have 100 health apiece, so they are not very strong soldiers at all in this mod. This is actually one of the weaker mods I've ever seen. Usually mods have stronger units than vanilla units, but in this case, the Redcoats have 300 health apiece, so they are actually stronger than the Zulu Warriors, which is kind of crazy. So maybe they will manage to get a solid number of kills here. Either way, if you guys do enjoy these videos, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what other scenarios you guys would like me to recreate in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. I also have a more historically accurate version of Rorke's Drift using the Men of War Assault Squad 2 Born in the Fire mod, if you guys want to check that video out as well. This one is a lot bigger of numbers. Number go vroom vroom on this channel, and it get very large. Also, my Army Men book is releasing on December 1st. If you guys want to check that out, I've been super touched by the number of pre-orders for the Kindle version, but there is also going to be paperback and hardcover available on December 1st alongside the Kindle version release. You can just only do pre-orders with the Kindle version for some reason on Amazon, but thank you guys so much, and if you guys want to check it out, link in the description below. Either way, the Zulu Warriors are coming through Rorke's Drift here and absolutely destroying them. There's not going to be the second day in this battle like in real history where the Redcoats ended up all gathering into one of the houses and then one of the barns ended up burning down and that they were using as a field hospital and all sorts of shenanigans ensued. But in this case, I think all of the Redcoats are just going to get wiped out. I want to go ahead and well, these guys are floating. Ah, there we go. The building reappeared. Let's time-lapse here as the Zulus get inward to the city. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Okay, so down below, it looks like all of the redcoats have died, and now they're just kind of guarding the stairs and the tops of these buildings, which, not to worry, these ones, they look like they don't have any entrance points, but the enemy can glitch their way up, so they will eventually fall. So let's continue to watch here for a while. By the way, redcoats with 41,000 kills, which is very impressive, and Zulus with 2,327. Alright guys, 12 minutes have passed. Maybe we are seeing Rorke's Drift 2.0 as they are getting destroyed. I mean, the body piles are kind of mounting up, which probably means once they reach the rooftops, they'll just spill over and kill all these guys. Currently, we have 65,000 dead Zulu warriors, 2,620 redcoats dead, with 640 remaining. Let's just watch over here. Well, what body pile is closest? This one's pretty close. Oh, actually, they're getting up here. Oh, look at that. And over this way, yeah, some of these body piles are getting pretty massive. Pretty very big. Alright, let's watch over here, because this one hasn't made it yet, but it's close. Okay, some more of the rooftops have been cleared. Only 320 redcoats remain. I'm just gonna let them finish till the end here and not time-lapse anymore because we're just gonna run out of memory on the computer because we have another battle to fight here. So I'll just be right back. Alright guys, it's been another 10 minutes here and there's 31 redcoats remaining. I think they're all stuck like in the walls. Yeah, they are, so I'm not entirely sure the Zulus can actually kill them anymore. 84,191 Zulus died, and of course all of the redcoats died, save for a few who are now permanently stuck in cement. Let's go ahead and upgrade the redcoat defense. Alright guys, we're getting a little bit more historically inaccurate here with some big boy Gatling guns over this way, some Union field cannons over here, as well as some mortars over this way. Beautiful. So these guys are going to try and hold out with some tech here of the era, but not used at this time, and also the Union Army has come to try and assist, so I'm still very curious to see what happens here. We're also going up with more redcoats surrounding the actual block at Rorke's Drift here, and on top of that, we do have 6 million Zulu warriors attacking just to mitigate lag and prevent that from really getting a little too crazy. Either way, cannons are firing away here and doing some very decent shots into these lines. Look at that, many of them overshooting, so they won't be super helpful against the immediate threat of the Zulu warriors, but hey, they'll be softening up the back lines, making it so future waves are a little bit less powerful as they come on in. Meanwhile, the redcoats are firing away quite nicely and just annihilating these guys. A few of them getting decently close, and the corners on these line battles are typically what you need to watch out for, because these are the areas where the enemy tends to be able to come in a little bit better than the central areas. Let's actually go ahead and check out the Gatling guns over this way. I've never used these in a battle before, I'm pretty sure, so I don't really know how good they are. I mean, they are firing out. They're not rapid fire or anything like that, but they do seem to have a better fire rate than the actual muskets the redcoats are using, so hey, I guess a win is a win, you know? Oh, the Zulus are in there, man. They're in there, dog. 500 health for the Gatling gun, so nothing too crazy, sadly, for those Gatling guns. They will probably go down. But luckily, we have another area over here with them providing more or less supportive fire of the Redcoats in front of them. Now, I am quite nervous about this first line going down super early here. I kind of thought they'd be keeping the Zulus at bay a lot better than they are, and they are not. This could be wicked bad. I mean, this side isn't really getting attacked yet, which is good, I suppose. These cannons actually are firing rocks. Not explosives, rocks. Bro, what is happening? This is goofy. This side with the Union guns is actually doing pretty decently, so maybe this side will do pretty decently too. But the Gatling guns really are not supporting this side enough to prevent a breakthrough. That's the main concern. Why don't we go ahead and do a nice overhead here of the line battle in square formation. Oh, there we go, guys. 2 minutes later, and this side does get breached. That's not very good. 8,300 Redcoats remain. They've gotten 500,000 kills on the Zulus, which is not bad, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it with their boosted technology. I think we'll probably have to run this again and boost the actual number of Redcoats on the battlefield versus just giving them new tech. I mean, we did boost them a little bit with the outer line, but I think we need to boost it even farther to try and keep these guys actually at bay. Let's go ahead and watch this side, because these Union cannons are the strongest on the battlefield right now. Alright guys, well, all the ground units are now dead, so it's really only a matter of time, once again, before the top units go down. They're only capable of getting about 40,000 kills, as we learned last time. So, they did get 885,000 kills this time around, which is very impressive, but we're going to have to obviously up those numbers to get a W against the Zulus. So we're going to run one more battle and really buff the number of infantry the Redcoats have. Alright guys, we now have 90,000 Redcoats all stationed up, ready to defend Rorke's Drift here. We've already got shots getting fired over this way. This is make it or break it. If the Redcoats can't do this with 90,000 troopers against 6 million with 100 health and no ranged weapons, then the Redcoats are frankly cooked. That's it. They're garbage. But I do have hope that they will be able to win it this time around. I think they'll be capable. These guns are sick. We should really do a Civil War battle, because there are Confederate and Union soldiers in the game. We've used them in the past for historical armies when we do the all historical armies battles, but we've never actually used them in a Civil War battle. And of course, the first Thanksgiving was with the Pilgrims, but then it was made a national holiday during the Civil War. So, you know, the timing, I'm just saying. Although the Born in the Fire America mod does have some of the best Civil War stuff, so, you know, maybe I'll just keep doing it with that. Either way, the first of the Redcoats is dead over this way. Rip the dream. 1 dead and 106,000 Zulu warriors dead already. That is crazy, but the Zulus are making it to the Redcoat lines here, which means they are not invincible, and this might not be a wash for the Redcoats. I don't know. Why don't we go ahead and do another time-lapse overhead, watching the square formation, which is much larger now. Alright guys, it's been 10 minutes and the Redcoats have 2 million kills. Holy cow. The Zulus have, not 100, 19,000 kills. So Zulus are getting some decent kills out here, but the Redcoats are outpacing them by a significant amount. So I think the Zulus will end up losing this one, probably, but never say never. Let's continue to watch this absolute pandemonium going on here. Oh man, they actually broke through this part. There is still a very solid Union cannon line over here, and then the center area is also still holding out. There's also this Union cannon line. So there is some pretty high hopes, I would say. Uh-oh. We have some glitching Zulus over this way. That's never a good thing. But it looks like we might get a Zulu victory or Redcoat victory. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 right now, I feel like. It does help that some of the Zulus are glitching, but there's only 1 million of them left and 8,000 Redcoats left. So it is coming down to the wire for both sides. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse overhead over this way. Well, pretty much all of the Redcoats are dead now, except for the ones up top here, but there's still 838,000 Zulu warriors remaining, and as we know, the folks up top here only managed to get 40,000 kills when they were up here in the first battle, and they have the same number of soldiers up here this time around. There's still a few down here who are slowly but surely getting beaten to death, so rip to these poor lads. They ended up getting 5 million kills against these Zulu warriors, but it just wasn't enough. Their muskets in this game are powerful, but the fire rate is too slow to really manage to defend outright. So guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.